Good morning, Tracer Man. It's hard to believe that school is just around the corner once again. I hope that all of you had a chance to take advantage of the no sales tax weekend for school supplies and clothing. I think there were some good bargains out there, and it's always nice to save a little money. With school starting soon, it's a good time to start talking about school lunches, the kind you make at home and send in a sack or a lunchbox. The first part of the show, I want to talk about a few ideas to keep in mind when thinking about school lunches, and then a few smart grocery shopping tips that can help you to maximize your shopping dollars. The second part of the show, I'll share with you a few ideas for some of the school box lunches that may add a little fun twist to a sack lunch. If you're a parent of school-age children, you're probably no stranger to brown bananas and smashed sandwiches aging at the bottom of your child's backpack. I certainly had my share. I also had my share of complaints from my kids when they were growing up about being bored with their lunch, and it was always a struggle to come up with something different that they would eat. My son seemed to be the creative one of my three kids, and now that he's grown with grown children of his own, he confesses to trading his lunch with some of his other schoolmates on occasion, and even charging some of the kids for this lunch. I couldn't believe this. It's probably a good thing that I didn't know that then. So for those of you who will be making bag lunches this year, here are a few ideas to provide a healthy lunch, but to make it fun and jazz it up a bit so that the kids don't trade them, or better, even worse, sell them. These lunchbox ideas are based on 4 key elements. First is to include more whole foods and less processed foods. Choose lunch items with higher amounts of fiber and nutrients children need, like calcium, protein, and vitamin C. Include fewer processed foods such as cookies, chips, and snack cakes, which have higher sodium, added sugar, and saturated fat. Be creative and think outside the lunchbox. Does your child enjoy tacos or Chinese chicken salad or veggie soy corn dogs at home? With a little forethought and a reusable cold pack, you can probably pack them for lunch too. Third, keep it cold. For safety's sake, pack lunch with a reusable ice pack. Better yet, freeze a small water bottle or box of 100% juice. Your child will have a slushy drink to enjoy at lunch, and you won't have to worry about them bringing an ice pack home. And last, keep it fun. Include items that kids can stack or mix up to their own taste when they eat. Remember that kids like to dunk things and include healthy dips with vegetables or other items. You might consider cutting foods into fun shapes with cookie cutters. Even some of my older grandchildren still love it when I make cookie cutter sandwiches when they come to visit. In addition to the key elements in fixing a box lunch, here are some things to consider, shopping tips when you're in the grocery store. One is make a shopping list and stick to it. Planning ahead can help you avoid buying foods on impulse and keep within your budget. Include the grocery store specials for the week in your planning. Look for fresh fruits and vegetables in season. Start shopping at the outside aisle. Choose fresh fruits and vegetables, low-fat milk, lean meats, poultry, fish, and whole grain breads before shopping for convenience items and snacks. The center aisles are where more costly, prepackaged, and heavily processed foods are sold. Don't shop when you're hungry. When you put off grocery shopping until you're really hungry, you are more likely to buy foods that you wouldn't normally buy that are higher in fat and calories. For me, taking my husband to the grocery store often results in impulse buying, at least on his part, and when I get to the grocery checkout, I find all kinds of items that I would not have put in the basket. When choosing between different brands of the same product, check the nutrition label and choose one that is the lowest in fat and sodium. I'm amazed when I start looking at the difference in the different brands. It is in the summer months you might consider buying produce at your local farmer's market. It can be cheaper than the supermarket, and the fruit and vegetables are certainly fresher. Consider buying larger quantities of some fruits and vegetables and freezing them for the winter months. The farmer's market can be a fun outing for your family. You will also be able to help your local economy. Okay, let's take a break here, Tracerman, and when we come back, I'll share some lunchbox ideas for kids. So grab your pen and some paper so that you can jot down some of these ideas, and we'll be back in a few minutes. If you have paper and pen handy, you might want to take a few notes as we finish up the second part of the show. If your child likes pasta salads, you might try this. Pack a cold pasta salad and a plastic fork, and your pasta lover will love you too. Make the salad with lean meat or low-fat cheese so it has some protein, lots of vegetables to boost fiber and nutrition, and whole wheat or whole grain pasta. Toss everything together with a light bottled vinaigrette made with extra virgin oil or olive oil. Another suggestion is a fruit and cheese plate. Fill a divided plastic container with assorted cubes or slices of reduced fat cheese, easy to eat fruit such as apples or pear slices, grapes, berries, or melons, and whole wheat crackers. If you have a peanut butter fan in your family like we do, you might consider a peanut butter fun pack by spooning 2 tablespoons of natural style peanut butter in a reusable plastic container, along with whole wheat crackers or whole wheat pita pocket wedges and raw vegetables such as celery, zucchini, or perhaps a small amount of sugar-free jam or a piece of fruit. My kids like peanut butter and banana sandwiches. If your child likes bagels, consider this. Whole wheat bagels are a wonderful foundation for hearty sandwiches that stand up to being in a backpack or a locker all morning. Start with 1 regular or a few mini bagels. Add tuna or lean roasted and sliced turkey or roast beef. Top it off with reduced fat cheese and fresh tomato, onion, and romaine lettuce or sprouts. 2 mini bagels can supply 6 grams of fiber to the meal. If your child likes the new wraps, you might consider that. Wraps are a nice change of pace from the usual sandwich. Use a high-fiber, multi-grain flour tortilla available in most supermarkets. Spread on mustard, hummus, light salad dressing, or green or sun-dried tomato pesto. Then fill it up with chicken Caesar salad or assorted lean meats, cheese, tomato, sliced onions, and shredded romaine lettuce. Just roll it up and wrap it in foil. Kids can eat it like a burrito. They can unwrap it at one end and then work their way down. If your child likes soup, many schools offer a hot water dispenser so older kids or younger kids with assistance can add hot water to packaged noodle soup cups. Even the most healthful soup options can be high in sodium, however, so you may not want to pack them in your child's lunch more than once a week. Some brands are lower in sodium and fat and higher in fiber than others. The nutrition label tells the story. If your child has access to a microwave, you can pack one of the healthful microwavable individual soup containers now available from many brands. Here's an idea if your child likes rice, a fun fried rice. When made with egg, tofu, or chopped lean meat and lots of veggies, cold fried rice can be a satisfying noontime treat. Make your own using brown rice or set some aside for the next day when you get takeout Chinese food for dinner. Consider a barbecue chicken sandwich. Your child can assemble a yummy barbecue grilled chicken sandwich fresh at lunchtime. Just put a grilled, boneless, skinless chicken breast with some lettuce and sliced tomato in one baggie and a whole wheat bun in the other. Add a packet of barbecue sauce, and it's good to go. In addition to some of the main courses that we've talked about, here are some healthy and tasty side dishes you might consider. Fruit cups with no sugar added. Applesauce in flavors such as pomegranate or cranberry raspberry with no sugar added. Nuts or seeds in a shell if age and allergy appropriate, such as walnuts, pistachios, peanuts, or sunflower seeds. Raw veggies ready to pack, such as carrot sticks, sugar snap peas, celery. Consider cheese sticks available in 2% sharp cheddar, part skim milk mozzarella, pepper jack, and more. Healthy snack bars, individually wrapped with 3 or more grams of fiber, less than 10 grams of sugar, and no more than 1 gram of saturated fat. There's a couple new ones on the market that are whole grain, and they have one has peanut butter in it and the other has cheese in it that I like, and they're pretty healthy for you. Yogurt in individual containers, as long as you keep it cold by packing it in a reusable ice pack or a small bottle of water that has been frozen. The bottom line is that fixing box lunches doesn't have to be boring, but it does take a little planning to come up with some new ideas. I hope some of these tips give you a few new ideas. I know we went through this information pretty quickly. If any of you out there would like a list of these ideas, I'm happy to share them with you. Stop by the health department or give me a call at 438-2876 and I'll just send them to you. Until next week, be kind to one another, be happy, and by all means, stay healthy.